Hi everyone, I'm Dave Maxwell from Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, and I am an emergent media major at Commonwealth University. The topic of this presentation is the importance of a proper domain name. Brief overview of what a domain name is. You're familiar with them. If you have ever gone to Facebook and you've typed facebook.com in your web browser, facebook.com is a domain name. So domain names are used as a way that we can use familiar words to reach websites and instead of typing in IP addresses. And it's very important in emergent media, especially web-based emergent media, that domain names exist. Otherwise, we would need to remember long strings of numeric IP addresses to reach the websites we want to go to. So having a proper domain name is very important. So basic information about domain names. The example I just gave for Facebook is facebook.com. Domain names, if you're unfamiliar, have different extensions such as .net or .org. .org is generally used for organizations or nonprofits, whereas .com and .net are the more general usage domain names. You're also familiar with .edu, which stands for education, as you can reach the main website of our university at commonwealthu.edu. So a good domain name is very important for the consumer audience, both for memorization of your website and for ease of use. So for example, if you were to create a WordPress website, it might say something like iloveemergentmedia.wordpress.com. And if you then had additional pages to that site, if you wanted to direct someone to the site, you would say, please visit my about page at iloveemergentmedia.wordpress.com/about me. So what a domain name can do is replace that long URL with something more familiar. So you could buy a domain name such as iloveemergentmedia.com, and then on the back end you can direct that to your WordPress site. So it's very important for users to have a good domain name for a website. If it's too long, if it's confusing, if the abbreviations don't make sense, it can be hard for consumers and users of your website to get to your website easily. Now, for domain management, there's a few different ways it can be done. If you're a large corporation, there are big corporate registrars that really manage the advice of portfolio usage of domain names and advise on all of the different aspects and red tape there could be for registering domains across the world. Big companies like that are, some examples are Safe Names, Mark Monitor, and Brand Shelter. But for the general user, you would want to go to a sort of a single use or small user domain registrar, such as GoDaddy, Network Solutions, or Namecheap. And what you would do, I'll use Namecheap as an example, but let's say I wanted to register iloveemergentmedia.com. You could go to namecheap.com and right on the front page type in iloveemergentmedia.com. You'd be able to see if that domain name is available for purchase, and if it is, you could set up an account and purchase that domain name. And the price of domains range anywhere from $10 to several $100s depending on if you're getting domains for other countries, such as .jp, which stands for Japan. But for the general user, for .com, .net, .org, .info, you're probably going to pay about $15. So it's very important when you're creating a business or if you're creating just a website and looking for a domain name that you really think about the user experience of the domain name. Do you want people to remember it easy? So for example, CNN.com is extremely easy to remember. ABC.com is extremely easy to remember. So you really want to take some time to think about your domain name, how easy it is for users to type it, to remember it, and make sure there's no words in it that could be confusing or easily misspelled. I hope this information has been helpful. And again, my name is Dave Maxwell, Emergent Media Major at Commonwealth University. Thank you for your time.